higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, here's Cousins. And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got Kyle Rudolph.
Complete.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. First opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 53 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Oh, dang, pump. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Yeah, you don't want none. Hey, one set. Check, 15. 54. Here we go.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Banjo. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Throwing again on second down. Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Williams, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 7.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
33-yard line.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
3 bud, 3 bud. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. If you don't get this ball, yellow. Check 31, check 31.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check. Watch 54. Ricky. Alert 3. Alert 3. 36.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Vikings first down.
Cousins again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins complete. Jefferson the target. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Vikings.
A first down throw for Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On the tackle defensively, Jaleel Johnson.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run it again with Williams. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get that quarterback. Get on, coach. Yellow. Mike 54.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The return is Osborne. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Chris Jones, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Hardman on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
48-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mike's 54. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, check 24.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Keep it up, guys. Mike's 5-4. I'm coming after you. No.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
It's 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. To try again after the sack. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., 85 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Who that? Who that? Check 3, check 3. Hey, 15. Hey, 15. Attack, attack. Shit.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Williams. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Check 43. He's coming.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Eric Kendrick.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check tight. You go. Hey, 15. You got tight right there. Fight on this team. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Mahomes to throw. Out to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey. 35 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Cousins to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Cousins. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Cousins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch up, switch up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
The ball carrier.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
4.
On third down, here's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
Why I had to put my wrist on freeze. take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Cousins on first down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Cousins. On the crossing route, complete. It's Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Alex Okafor. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 30.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at
a gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try to get things settled down a little bit.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On second down, Cousins again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up near the 42. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, as they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To the air again, it's Cousins. Finding Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure and more blitzing.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. game with Ham. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. And that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive. Not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10.
Makes the score Vikings 15, Chiefs 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Travis Kelce.
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Anthony Harris. The 40. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Following the interception, Cousins, and he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Chiefs 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position past the 40-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Shamar Stephen, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And that drive coach is insane, doesn't it?
kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move.